Can we go around Port-Harcourt and find out who owns what?
Was concluded by the formal administration.
Okay.
But we have no time.
Who owns what? Our waters.
Yes,
I've even left the meeting. You were commissioner for
Yes,
environment, and all our waters sold.
Yeah. But what has
all our waterways sold.
Sold out.
Come, let's go to Old GRA. Why are you pretending not to know what the truth is?
How can you sell your water?
People are dredging. Listen, there's so much harm going on in the state, and very soon people are going to be in trouble. As a growing little girl, I swam in that river. That is where you have the east-west road. There was river on the right and river on the left. Drive through today and tell me what you see. One day we're going to have the same issues that Lekki is having, right? Now that's not all. I went to the zoo severally. It was my father's fun place. Go there today, Oginiba. You will see women sitting down, crying. Their land has been taken from them illegally. Go everywhere so we can go on and on. And you no,
he's just raking out prejudice.
Okay,
from all angles, which ought not be so. But because let me tell you something. Yeah. Let's be
truthful.
Yes, ma, please.
Okay,
I expect that.
Hold on.
At some point.
Hold on. Oh, okay, let's look at this closely.
Okay.
Why this is going on this way is that this crisis or this thing happening, in Rivers State, looks like it has been a long time coming. Maybe we were not aware of all of these. That is why I did ask a question. What led to this friction between the former governor and this governor? And this we have not heard. We've not understood. It's just, certain times they'll say we are like oil floating on the water while some other things are happening. That's why I said, as an internal person, bring us up to speed, because it looks like this is a spillover to the State House of Assembly. That is why we are in court, or not we, they are in court. Let me get to introduce the people. We will extend a little more by 30 minutes so that we could have this conversation. It's not always easy to have all of you, come in. So I'm going to take a serious advantage of it.
I was having this probably I would have. You can imagine where you are. You was the chairman of a party.
Do you know who you are?
You understand me? And I've not also known the personality around me. But whatever it is, I can win that this.
I understand. I know you can. If you have been in government for that long, you should have been able.
No
okay,
problem.
So you've been hearing. Yes, absolutely. You've been hearing the voice of the former Commissioner for Environment. He is also a legal practitioner and constitutional lawyer in the person of Eminike Geoffrey Eke, Esquire, DSSRS. Having DSSRS
is the second to the highest
in your name. That is why I know. So we also have the Labour Party chairman in the person of Hilda Dokubo. Thank you, Ma. We also have Henry Ekine. He's also a legal practitioner and a human rights lawyer. So Henry, I know you have a very tight schedule.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for making our time to come.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, interestingly, you came in when the heat was not so on.
Yeah. Oh, imagine it was something tenor than this.
Yes, but I would want to ask you. Let's come to the key thing. The rulings yesterday from the appeal courts. What are your thoughts?
Apparently, that ruling is something that ought not to even get anyone confused. It's straight. It's about the jurisdiction of the court. And then the Court of Appeal, justices with respect to them, and applied the interpretation to Section 272 sub 3, which is an alteration to the Constitution. Wasn't actually there originally. And then held that the appropriate court to determine matters with respect to cessation or vacation of office of any legislator.
Yes.
Since we aren't talking about governor and deputy governor, let's be in the context, should be the Federal High Court and not the State High Court. And to that extent, the State High Court lacked the jurisdiction. And it's elementary law that once a court lacks jurisdiction, the court, whatever is done, all the proceedings, however excellently, brilliantly conducted, even the judgment, the outcome, or whatever ruling, in this case was a ruling, is a nullity. So that's, for me, is the crux of the matter.
People were dancing yesterday some people were dancing, some people were not dancing. So what exactly is that dance for? Is it a dance of victory, or what, in your opinion, what is it?
Now, apparently, I wasn't one of the dancers. It's only the dancers that will be able to... No, sorry. It's only the dancers that will be able to say exactly why they're dancing. But there may be a reason I conceive that could be. Once any person approaches the court, it certainly would have gone for one prayer or another. And then when the court holds and the person feels that that prayer is in his favor, the person may have a reason to dance. But in this particular case, and maybe we'll put it in context, the Honorable Justice C.N. Wale made an injunctive order pursuant to an application, an interlocutory application that was made by Honorable Justice Okojumbo and others against Martin Ameghule and others. And then they were dissatisfied. The High Court matter, they were the defendants, so they were dissatisfied with that order. That order simply has become public knowledge, restrained Martin Ameghule and his friends from parading themselves or acting as members of the University House of Assembly, and for him, Martin Ameghule, as Speaker. So they were dissatisfied, and then they went to the Court of Appeal. So whatever it was, and then the Court of Appeal said, look, the judge that made this order ought not to even have the power to entertain this suit in the first place from the beginning. So to them, it will mean that, yes, of course, apparently that's the implication too, that order has been set aside because it's nullified. So the fact that was why they went to court, that this order should be pulled down, and the order has been pulled down, has been nullified, they have a reason to dance.
So does that mean that they can now continue as members of the state?
No, certainly no. That's my view. And thank God that is here.
I differ with
let me finish now. I haven't even given the reason. I haven't given the reason I said no.
Greatly.
I haven't given the reason I said no. Now, you know why? I actually, and fair with respect to your station, really, I beg to be excused the short time that I'm late. I've actually come from where I expressed the same view, and I hold that view is mine, to the extent that, except where we play around the crux of the matter, and I know that the justices of the Court of Appeal were also very much informed about the crux of the matter. That was why they ended it where they ended it. It doesn't matter whoever it is that interprets otherwise. And let me say, the crux of the whole matter that has this unnecessary, avoidable, and orchestrated crisis in the Rivers House of Assembly is that Martin Ameghule and 26 others willfully, without any prompting, on their own, defected from the People's Democratic Party that sponsored them. Let me quickly retract somewhere. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for you to qualify to be elected into a House of Assembly,
I think what he's doing
you have to have
is against the norm and ethics. That, I spoke on this.
Of which one?
When I came earlier, when matters are in court.
That you don't discuss.
No, it's not. He's a lawyer. I would say that it's me now. So if it is me, they should discipline me now.
No, it's not a matter of disciplining you, because it's a matter of doing what is normal.
But he's...
No, it is not prejudice. It's not. But it's not. Yes.
But it's a matter of doing what, because for instance, he said they have the count.
No, hold on.
Let me finish.
No, hold on.
And he also raised the issue, because sometimes if you are putting their case, you put it where...
From you, I don't have the strength for...
No, but he's a lawyer, and I think that the NBA, if it goes against it, should discipline him.
What I'm trying to say, NBA may go against him, but the general public may not know the NBA has gone against him.
No,
meanwhile, whatever he has spilled out here goes out there.
No, hold on, so Honorable Commissioner.
What I'm trying to say is, let me.
I am not in any way contravening the rules of professional conduct.
Number one, he said his choice of words, I wasn't so comfortable with it. Yeah. He said Martin Ameghule and his friends.
Yes, leave me first now. Leave me first.
Yeah, why will he say Martin Ameghule and his friends?
I don't know his friends. Are they his enemies?
You should say.
Okay, I will use another.
At the end of the day, PDP betrayed this, even their own constitution, because the constitution was clear that where the chairman, if the chairman comes from the north, the presidential candidate will come from the south, some part of Nigeria. And as at that time, there had been zoning of the party position, for which the chairmanship of the party was zoned to the north. And Iyachu became the chairman of the party. And then we said, look, this is where we are. Implement the constitution. And the party refused, and we said, well, we must stand on the accord of the southern governors. And that's where we so when the election came, in order to fight for this, we ensured that we worked with the party that has the candidate that we felt is sellable.
So, isn't that anti-party?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Wait, let me tell you.
Isn't that we've had two southern presidents before now?
Let me say something.
Sorry, sir, you've been speaking for a long time.
No, let me. You've asked a question.
Yes, we've had two southern presidents. We've had Obasanjo before, and we've had Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. They're both southern presidents. On that bill, we also had another southern candidate, Peter Obi. So if this was a southern issue, we already had one. Why play anti-party? That's why I said that party has no understanding of the word integrity, truthfulness, and dedication to anything other than to sell.
Let me
And he just said it. Anyways,
let me tell you. No.
Yes.
Wait now.
Yes, that's
why. Where a party has decided to move away from its own laid down rules, the constitution is very key and important. The party constitution, and the PDP party constitution.
But you threw the constitution away.
They threw the constitution away.
Who is they?
They.
The people.
Wait now.
So
not us.
Yes, immediately they chose IU. They threw it away.
When they took IU, they've not thrown it away.
Okay, when they chose
when they decided to say they will not zone it to the south. As that article has not emerged.
Does PDP do zoning?
Yes. It has been like that from 1999. It has been like that in the body of PDP.
So why didn't the former governor of the state withdraw from the race when he saw that it was not zoned to the south side?
No, the issue was that we did some calculations and some understanding. The party said, well, he argued for it, but they said, wait, let's finish the contest. If the contest throws in a northern presidential candidate, then IU will be asked to leave because two of them cannot come from the same zone.
How did IU emerge?
Wait, now I'm coming. Allow me. You're not in our party.
No, I'm not.
So hence you are not in our party. He's trying to know.
Okay, let's go back to that.
Okay, coming back to yes. Since she's not in our party, let me
I'm not. I will never be.
That issue. Now, coming back to where we are, what we are saying was that did I see it coming?
Yes.
Of course, nobody saw it coming because we dealt with each other sincerely. I was a part of the cabinet. We worked assiduously to produce our governor in the person of His Excellency, Sir Sim Fobra. And he emerged. Everything went well for us. In fact, this was the first time Rivers State was having a seamless transition of power. No crisis. We had no crisis. So when eventually it came up, it's like surprising to all of us. Why is this misunderstanding? But all we looked at was that so the family affair, for which the governor also said, is my order.
We're yet to even know what this crisis is about.
Exactly.
These are the problems.
So we're in the
Let me tell you, from a perspective, we have not known what the problem is. From another perspective, we have known what the problem is. You recall that the Minister of FCT had consistently said the structure that brought in had been tampered with. He's tampering with the structure. So we have the structure. You don't just in a political system. She knows.
Peter,
the party
structure. Where is it?
Please, man. The party runs with a structure.
So he tampered with it.
He tampered with the structure.
How?
According to the minister.
Okay.
According to the minister, he tampered. He tampered with the structure.
Which you don't know in what way it was tampered.
I may not say I don't know per se.
Oh boy, you know a little.
I have an idea.
Can you share the idea?
Yes.
Because do you know why I'm excited?
Because I don't know the crisis.
Okay, but do you know why I'm excited about this? Is I've not had an opportunity to ask someone who is a little inside, an insider, this question. we just as Rivers people, we hear there is a crisis. The governor and the former governor, they are having family issues. We've heard the current governor call the former governor a father, saying, oh, father and son issues. But what exactly? Because the former governor, he has governed Rivers State. This governor is governing Rivers State. And on governing Rivers State, paramount there happens to be the people. And when this is happening, we don't know why there are issues. Because I would want to ask you, ma'am, I pray I would remember. Economic reality in Rivers State, it's been 100 days after the last election. Have we gotten to the level we should get to as a people? Because if Rivers State should be at par with a state like Lagos State, apart from the fact that Lagos State has ports, but we have the port here. We have the oil that Lagos State does not have. We have so many advantages. Entertainment, we have entertainers from here. So why is Rivers State not doing as much as Lagos State? And look at the budget.
Now, let me. Of course, you have just hit the nail on its head. It depends on who is there. It's about vision. Whether economic vision or whatever, it's about vision. Of course, you could also attest to the fact that when the former minister held sway, when the present minister, the former governor held sway in Port-Harcourt, Rivers State got an image in the federation. A lot of things were happening here.
Like what?
A lot of developmental infrastructural developments.
Give examples.
Infrastructural development. I've given infrastructural. Please, man. I've given example infrastructural development took place here, and the first thing to do when you are talking about development is infrastructure, because it is infrastructure that gives way for all other things we are talking about. You talk about maybe roads, you talk about electricity, you talk about housing. These are what an egalitarian society will be doing to accelerate in its vision for development. So if you are saying today their indices has crumbled, or Rivers State seems not to be in the right point, looking at the projections and indices you have at your hand, then you have to look at who is propelling growth.
Okay.
Who is propelling the development of the place?
Let me come to my Hilda Dokubo, because why I'm talking about this is that even before now, Lagos State's budget has been way higher.
Exactly.
So it's not as if it just started now.
Yes, of course.
If you compare over the years, from even if we start, because we are now concentrating on these two administrations, the former.
There was never a time Rivers State was at par with Lagos.
So
there was never a time. That's exactly because that economics will tell you that Lagos is the highest in the whole of Africa.
Okay, ma.
I don't know whether you understand.
Yes,
because